He is Lieutenant Commander Andre Webb. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your United States Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Your United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron takes pleasure in performing for you this, our 50th flight demonstration of the 2018 season. I'm Lieutenant Commander Andre Webb, the narrator for the Blue Angels. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have had the unique privilege of demonstrating to the American public the precision techniques of naval aviation, hoping to inspire a culture of excellence and service the country. The maneuvers you will see demonstrated this afternoon are coordinated tactical techniques developed by Navy and Marine Corps pilots in both peacetime training and actual combat. These maneuvers are neither stunts nor daring feats, but refinements of basic techniques taught to every prospective naval aviator. Here at Oceana, we will demonstrate these maneuvers at very low altitude in traditional Blue Angel formation so that you may see and take pride in the precise fashion in which your Navy and Marine Corps pilots are trained to fly. Now, direct your attention to the ramp before you. Observe the military manner in which the 6th Administration pilots approach their aircraft and are saluted by their crew chiefs. Ladies and gentlemen, flying Blue Angel number 1, the commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels, from League City, Texas, Commander Eric Doyle. Flying Blue Angel number 2, the right wingman, from Fremont, California, Lieutenant Commander Damon Cruz. Flying Blue Angel number 3, the left wingman from Memphis, Tennessee, Major Jeff Mullins. Flying Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot from Danville, California, Lieutenant Commander Nate Scott. Flying Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo from Kennesaw, Georgia, Lieutenant Commander Tyler Davies. And flying Blue Angel number 6, the opposing solo from Wamego, Kansas, Lieutenant Commander Brandon Hippler.
Great, one standby, thank you.
As the crew chiefs assist the pilots into their jets, you are witnessing the teamwork found in every Navy and Marine Corps unit. The Blue Angels take a great deal of pride in personifying the Navy and Marine Corps values of honor, courage, and commitment. For more information on our support crew and pilots, we invite you to follow the team on social media, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. The Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron, the Blue Angels, is the oldest performing U.S. military aviation demonstration team. Since 1946, the Blue Angels have brought naval aviation to men and women of all ages across America. We were first based at Naval Air Station Jacksonville, Florida, flying F-6F Hellcats. We continued flying Grumman Corporation aircraft for 22 years, transitioning in late 1946 to the more powerful and faster F-8F Bearcat. In 1950, the Blue Angels received jet aircraft with the straight-winged F-9 F-2 Panther, the predecessor of the swept-winged F-9 F-8 Cougar, which we received in 1955. In 1957, the Blue Angels became equipped with high-performance aircraft with the arrival of the supersonic F-11F Tiger. In 1969, we transitioned to the McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom and flew this supersonic jet until 1974 when we received the A-4 Skyhawk. We are now in our 32nd year flying the combat-proven Boeing FA-18 Hornet. The pilots and crew chiefs will now start the General Electric engines that power the F-18. The noise level will soon become too high for you to hear a description of the checks they are performing. However, please note that each aircraft was carefully inspected by expert Blue Angel maintenance personnel prior to this afternoon's aerial demonstration. The Blue Angels fly the Boeing FA-18 Hornet, a multi-mission strike fighter, versions of which have been operational throughout the fleet since 1983. 72 years ago. 17 officers and 100 enlisted personnel comprised the Navy's Flight Demonstration Squadron. Pilots 1 through 4 fly in the diamond formation, displaying the precision flying required of Navy Marine Corps pilots, while pilots 5 and 6 fly solo, demonstrating the maximum performance capability of the aircraft. Commander Andre Webb, Angel number 7 from Walker, Oklahoma, the narrator for the flight demonstration, as well as the pilot for the key influencer and media personnel that we normally fly at each show site. Blue Angel number 8, Lieutenant Commander Dave Steffi from Birmingham, Alabama, serves as a squadron naval flight officer and events coordinator. Commander Matt Castle from the Woodlands, Texas, serves as our executive officer. Lieutenant Garrett Hopkins, our maintenance officer from Charlotte, North Carolina, is responsible for the men, women, and equipment that keep our aircraft flying. Now, to your left, Commander Noah, all smoke on, hot brakes now, birds ready now, and the beautiful diamond is full. As they pass before you, you will notice that the smoke is not visible while the engines are in afterburn. While Williams number 6 executes a precise slow transition, pitches up vertically at 6 times towards traction. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing inverted to inverted holds. The Diamond Alien. Here's Commander Doyle. Pilots and enthusiasts who appreciate the difficulties associated with carrier aviation will enjoy this next maneuver, demonstrated by the two solo pilots. To the right, Lieutenant Commander Davis and Lieutenant Commander Hippler will establish a mirror image formation. But look closely, for both aircraft are in a carrier landing configuration as they approach for a maneuver we call the Fortis. something small, and sometimes pitching deck of an aircraft carrier exceeds slow-speed flight. It's just as important as high-speed flight. In order to demonstrate the dirty slow-speed handling characteristics of the Boeing F-18, Commander Lewis called for the extension as a landing gear and tail nose by the 4 diamond pilots, as they execute a maneuver performed by no other jet demonstration team in the world today. From the left, the diamond dirty loop. Radius of the F-18. He'll execute a 7.5 G afterburning turn and exit the flight line vertically, showcasing the Hornet's slow-speed flying. Separation, the flight leader and slot pilot are both in the inverted spot. From the right, the blue is double Bartle. miles per hour. From the right at 378 miles per hour, the Blue Angel Echelon Parade. Are converging on center point to demonstrate the rapid roid of the F-18's fly-by-wire flight control system. Crossing center point, they'll complete 2 consecutive rolls, totaling 720 degrees with a closure rate of 800 miles per hour. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing horizontal rolls. Generated by Commander Doyle's aircraft. From the left, the Blue Angel, the left, echelon roll.
Should I keep it light? Say I don't fight. Nobody's gonna listen to me. It's alright, it's wrong. Preaching what is wrong. Will they let me sing on TV? Should I keep it light?
In a line of rest formation. Still maintaining operation. Back toward Commander Doyle's aircraft. They'll find a new photo later as they perform the very different 5-plane line of rest salute. Mickey Hornet. The two solo pilots will now demonstrate precision roll rate control. Approaching center point, they'll roll their aircraft 360 degrees, pausing after each 90 degrees of rotation, crossing center point in the inverted position. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing 4-point hesitation rolls. For their next maneuver, the barrel roll rate. Passing through her, will roll the formation 90 degrees and perform a split S, finishing with a dynamic separation maneuver.
No need to go nowhere fast. Just enjoy right here. Where this road is supposed to lead. Got nothing but time. As long as you got
As the formation pulls to level, pilot will perform an individual brake turn and exit the flight line in a separate direction. Ladies and gentlemen, back to the right, the two solo pilots are making their approach to the flight line. aircraft, Commander Doyle is rolling up diamond for another dynamic separation maneuver, the low brake cross. Approaching center point, pilot will form an individual brake turn and exit the white line. You should be able to follow the individual smoke trails as all four aircraft converge on center point with maximum closure and minimum separation. Virtually standing Blue Angels 5 and 600 K. At less than 120 miles per hour, the fly-by-wire flight control will provide slow speed handling characteristics that set the Hornet apart in the air-to-air combat arena. Ladies and gentlemen, from the right, the section High Alpha Pass.
I'm at an old time.
Producing 128,000 pounds of thrust. prior to our first public demonstration. Behind the crowd to the right, the two solo pilots have joined the diamond to form the Blue Angel Delta. From the right at 400 miles per hour, the Delta rolls. All 5 women maintaining position as they roll 360 degrees over the center.
Used to have it all, but now the curtains come. The whole party is gone. Oh. Way back to the ground. Take our time to back. Start to let it go. But at least we know. At least we know. At least we know. At least we know. At least we know.
As they exit the left, Service Commander Doyle brings the entire formation back toward the flight line. Very shortly, all 6 aircraft will be approaching for the Blue Angel fleur de lis.
Feel that we are sold out. This is it. But the band plays on now. We're riding. So if the bells that roll down. No hero feeling for the play.
And an aerial salute to our forward deployed forces. All 6 aircraft will separate. Perform individual 360-degree rolls, and the 4 diamond pilots will rendezvous to do a looping maneuver. From the left at 450 miles per hour, the Blue Angel fleur de lis. Let's listen in. up and over the top. You should be able to follow the individual smoke trips as all 6 pilots simultaneously roll the aircraft 180 degrees and head back toward show center. From 6 separate directions, they'll converge on center with maximum closure and minimum separation at a combined closure rate of over 1,000 miles per hour. For a description of our maneuvers and an in-depth look at our team and individual biographies, please visit our website or follow the team on social media, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. The Delta is making their approach to the flight line. Approaching center point, the entire formation will separate in dramatic fashion. Ladies and gentlemen, Delta breakout. Flight demonstrations represents a high-modern tradition of pride, professionalism, and excellence spanning 107 years of naval aviation. The 2018 team takes a great deal of pride saluting Navy and Marine Corps pilots, maintenance crews, and support personnel everywhere. From the left, the Blue Angels 2018. on ships at sea. Whether it be tactical jets, helicopters, or propellers-driven aircraft, each requires a skill that neither must master. In order to perfect this skill, they need Marine Corps pilots spend a great deal of time in the landing pattern practicing carrier approaches. In front of you now, Commander Doyle and his wife are setting up a shooting carrier approach. Approaching the runway from the left, Commander Doyle has confirmed that each aircraft is in fact ready to land. Rolling out on final, they'll make constant power and line of pressure to maintain the optimal acceleration of the proper touchdown point. The demonstration pilots you've been watching performing this afternoon are but a small part of the Blue Angel team. The men and women in blue uniforms standing before you are members of the elite Blue Angel maintenance crew. Through hard work, many long hours, and unselfish dedication, they have helped us for the past 72 years, provided us with the aircraft availability necessary to perform each of these demonstrations. As the aircraft taxi back, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce the Blue Angel maintenance crew. Command Master Chief Chris Ziegler from West Monroe, Louisiana. Maintenance Master Chief Matthew Beato from Bradford, Illinois. Maintenance Chief John Carmine from Helena, Georgia. And Pedro Gonzalez from Caracas, Venezuela. Crew Coordinator Andy T from Windhoek, Kansas. Crew Chief Number 1, Joshua LeMay from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. First Mech Sean McCutcheon from Phelan, California. Crew Chief Number 2, Robert Stevenson from Farmington, New York. First Mech Michael Hartwell from Westmoreland, New York. Crew Chief Number 3, Morgan Alvarez from New Orleans, Louisiana. First Mech Joshua Gray from Chatsworth, Georgia. Crew Chief Number 4, Justin Mowry from Commercial Point, Ohio. First Mech Casey Horgan from Cazenovia, New York. Crew Chief Number 5, Brandon Banks from Cocoa Beach, Florida. First Mech Allison Erickson from Chester, Virginia. Crew Chief Number 6, Aldrin Kittles from Lakeville, Georgia. First Mech Jenna Magical from San Francisco, California. The 78 Crew Chief, Robert Whitehouse from Sterling, Virginia. Rotary Truck Alert Crew, Alex Osborne from Bristol, Tennessee. Jeff Sears from Henderson, Tennessee. Chase Gerard from Elton, Colorado. Kyle McDaniel from Chicago, Illinois. And Rob Grant from Fort Park, Florida. Quality Assurance Representative for Eagle from Chicago, Illinois. Ryan Tabor from Brooklyn, Pennsylvania. Public Affairs Representative Jessica Gray from Portland, Maine. Video Technician Andy Bennett from Lindsay, Pennsylvania. Having secured their engines, the pilots will simultaneously exit their aircraft on a signal from Commander Doyle. It has been an honor and our pleasure to perform for you here at Oceana this our 50th flight demonstration of the 2018 season. Ladies and gentlemen, flying Blue Angel number 6, the opposing solo from Wapego, Kansas, Lieutenant Commander Brandon Hempler. Flying Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo from Kennesaw, Georgia, Lieutenant Commander Tyler Davies. Flying Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot from Danville, California, Lieutenant Commander Nate Scott. Flying Blue Angel number 3, the left wingman from Memphis, Tennessee, Major Jeff Mullins. Flying Blue Angel number 2, the right wingman from Fremont, California, Lieutenant Commander David Cruz. And flying Blue Angel number 1, the commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels from League City, Texas, Commander Eric Doyle. Ladies and gentlemen, representing your United States Navy and Marine Corps, the Blue Angels 2018.